Black water rolling under rotten wood, cold wind cutting through my hood. Sheriff boat lights fall downstream, blinking red like a dying dream. Folks in town said, boy, let go, but grief don't move where the rivers flow. I still hear his laugh some nights, riding that current through my mind. He was 22 and wild as flame, and this town still whispers his name. The river took my brother first, left the rest of us cursed. Now every dark roadside creek sounds like him calling me. Mama cries, daddy drinks, whole house sinking inch by inch. You can pray all night in church, but the river took my brother first. Found his old truck by the county line, fishing hooks and a pocket knife, cigarettes in the console tray, like he'd come back any day. Preacher talked about God's great plan, but I shook his soft white hand, 'cause heaven feels real far away when muddy water steals your blood away. And every rain on a tin roof now sounds like that river laughing loud. The river took my brother first, left the rest of us cursed. Now every dark roadside creek sounds like him calling me. Mama cries, daddy drinks, whole house sinking inch by inch. You can pray all night in church, but the river took my brother first. I used to think death came clean, quiet, holy, somewhere unseen. But death got teeth and muddy hands, and drags good men where nobody stands. I still drive down to that bank, half drunk with an empty tank. Like maybe one night through the fog he'll walk back out against all odds. The river took my brother first, and something in me with him hurt. Now wear his old brown coat and drive these back roads like a ghost. Mama still leaves the porch light on, daddy barely talks at all. You can tell me life moves on, but not where that river runs. No, not where that river runs. Behind Motel 9, moonlight cut like a switchblade line. Cheap suit jacket on a fence post wire, smell like whiskey, smoke and fire. Sheriff lights far across the county road, but out here nobody wants to know I dug that hole, shaking hands for the man I used to pretend I am. Some truths ride slow, some ghosts don't die, but tonight beneath this desert wind I buried my last good life. I buried my last good life down where the black snakes hide. No more running clean through town with a fake smile stitched tight. If heaven wants this soul tonight, they can find me as last good life. Church bell ringing through the dusk didn't sound like hope to us. Mama prayed while Daddy drowned in a bottle turned upside down. I learned young how to wear a face, how to laugh while falling apart in place, how to shake a hand and play alright while dying slow every Friday night. But broken glass and motel rain finally wore through my name. No more running clean through town with a fake smile stitched tight. If heaven wants this soul tonight, it can find me as I am inside. 'Cause I got tired of surviving on my last good life. Ain't holy water, maybe truth's a scar. Maybe freedom starts the second you admit how broken you are. I ain't proud of half my past, but at least tonight it's mine at last. And that dirt pile under that moonlit sky is the closest thing to peace I found in life. I buried my last good life, and the whole day went quiet. No more hiding from myself. No more living somebody else. If tomorrow burns me dry, at least I won't die disguised. 'Cause I got tired of surviving my last good life. Yeah, I buried my last good life. White line shaking under steel, CB buzzing like a nervous ghost somewhere west of Arkansas roads. Dispatch said no questions asked, just haul this load and haul it fast. Midnight cargo, cash in hand, that's how hard years make a man. But every mile that engine cried felt like something riding inside. There's a coffin in my trailer, riding every road I take, and I swear some nights I hear it groaning when the axles shake. Maybe it's pine wood, maybe it's my fate, but there's a coffin in my trailer, and my name's written on the crate. Truck stop waitress poured my cup, said you look half buried already, hon. I laughed it off like truckers do, but my hands turned cold at booth 22. Saw black dirt beneath the latch, like somebody loaded it from a graveyard patch. And when I checked those cargo seals, I smelled fresh rain and something unreal. Then that old CB cracked alive with a voice saying, keep that coffin dry. There's a coffin in my trailer, riding every road I take. And I swear some nights I hear it groaning when the axles shake. Maybe it's pine wood, maybe it's my fate, but there's a coffin in my trailer, and my name's written on the crate. I tried to dump that loaded dawn, but the trailer lights kept coming on. Tried to cut those brake lines loose, but that black box wouldn't move. Then I saw in the mirror glass an old gray man from my future past. Same worn eyes, same weathered skin, whispering, boy, let me in. Yeah, there's a coffin in my trailer, been there all along. Every sleepless highway night, every whiskey soap sad song. Every mile I traded life for diesel, smoking county lines. And now that box behind my wheels carries everything I tried to hide. Yeah, there's a coffin in my trailer, and tonight I think it's mine. Eastbound, rain falling hard, engine humming like a funeral song. Mile marker 61, still rolling, still rolling. Sunday morning, hallelujah choir, white suits sweating in the Georgia fire. Preacher Blackwood raised his hands like God himself blessed this land. But underneath them old pine boards, below them hymns and Bible words, there was knocking every night at 3 from the dirt beneath the church foundation beams. Folks said probably just the pipes, but pipes don't scream Jesus Christ. There's a man beneath the church still scratching through the dirt, and every Sunday when we sing you can hear the floorboards ring. Preacher says don't ask no questions, but guilt sweats through his old confessions. Yeah, the truth still haunts this town from underneath that holy ground. Back in 1979, adrift of vanished county side, sheriff blamed the river bend. Case went cold and that was it. But old Miss Carter swore one night she saw muddy boots by candlelight, and Preacher Blackwood digging deep behind the church while folks asleep. Now every storm and thunder crack sounds like somebody trying to claw back. There's a man beneath the church still scratching through the dirt, and every Sunday this town from underneath that holy ground. One night the choir stopped mid-song, 'cause the knocking got too strong. Children crying, candles shaking, old folks running for the pavement. Then the floor gave way at last, splintered wood and buried past, and preacher Blackwood hit his knees, like he finally saw what God sees. Yeah, there's a man beneath the church, no grave marker, just the dirt. 40 years beneath our prayers while we acted unaware. Now every Sunday church bell sound feels haunted, rolling through this town, 'cause truth don't stay buried down, not beneath holy ground. Sunday morning, church bells ring, but nobody sings anymore. Station 2 a.m. Rain came down like judgment then. One black duffel busted rain, and a heart held shut with bail and strain. Neon buzzing over cracked concrete, last bus south on a one-way street. Ticket shook in my trembling hand, like freedom scared to leave this land. Everybody said, boy, you'll crawl back home, but some ghosts grow teeth if you stay too long. The night I stopped looking back, felt like chains snapping off my back. No angel sang, no heavens open wide, just cold rain and a midnight ride. I left that town in a cloud of smoke, with half a soul and a heart out broke. But for the first time in my life, I felt alive the night I stopped looking back. Cried on the kitchen phone, said, son, nobody makes it alone. I almost stayed when her voice went weak, but dead men live safe every week. Saw my reflection in the bus window glass, looked like every year I'd let pass. Working jobs that drained me dry, smiling slow while something died. And somewhere past that county line, I felt that old fear finally die. The night I stopped looking back, my back. No angel sang, no heavens open wide, just cold rain and a midnight ride. I left that town in a cloud of smoke, with half a soul and a heart that broke. But for the first time in my life, I felt alive the night I stopped looking back. Maybe freedom starts with one scared man, leaving everything he understands. I still got scars I can't outrun, still hear voices when the night comes, but I'd rather bleed beneath unknown stars than rot where I already was. The night I started looking back, I heard my whole old life crack, like rusted chains in a thunderstorm sky, like the sound of something finally dying. I left no note, no second chance, just tire smoke and shaking hands. And even if this road goes black, I ain't ever, no, I ain't ever looking back. Roadside bar, neon flickering on an old cop car, jukebox crying through cigarette haze, like it knew all my wasted days. Man walked in through the back door, smoke, same black boots, same denim coat, same scar running by the jawline bone, like somebody stitched me into another soul. He sat beside me, ordered Jack, and said, ain't funny seeing yourself look back. My shadow on my face knew every sin I couldn't erase, every lie, every county line, every time I said I'm fine. He said, boy, you can run all night, but guilt rides shotgun in this life. Smiled through whiskey smoke, I swear to God my whole blood froze. My shadow on my face. He knew the girl I left in June, knew that motel room in Baton Rouge, knew the money buried near the tracks, knew I still dream about going back. Rain hit hard on the rusted roof, like heaven trying to shake loose truth. I said, who the hell are you supposed to be? He laughed and said, the man beneath. Then he leaned close through the dim bar light and said, you ain't slept clean one night. My shadow on my face knew every sin I couldn't erase, every lie, every county line, every time I said I'm fine. He said, boy, you can run all night, but guilt rides shotgun in this life. And when he smiled through whiskey smoke, I swear to God my whole blood froze. My shadow on my face. Into the storm, heart beating wild and warm, but that old bar stool by the wall was empty, nothing there at all. Just my truck and thunder sound and muddy water on the ground. all those same dead eyes staring back alive. Yeah, my shadow on my face, every scar in the same damn place. Every road I tried to leave, still living underneath me. Now every night when the cold wind blows, I hear boots on lonely roads. And somewhere through the neon rain, my shadow's calling me again. Yeah, my shadow on my face.